Test 1, 2, test 1, 2. Can you hear me? All right, great. Good evening, everyone. I'm Suzy Moore. I am the artistic director for the Avalon Foundation. And you know what? I'm sitting on the Avalon Theater stage and it feels so wonderful to be in here. We've got the piano out, do a little song for you. Test 1, 2, test 1, 2. Oh, okay. Can you hear me? All right, great. Good evening, everyone. I'm Suzy Moore.
Okay, we're gonna unmute Suzy here. Hold on one second. You're good. Yeah, make sure everything's muted.
Yep. So I've signed out of YouTube. We apologize for that. Welcome back. I'm Suzy Moore, and it's I'm on the Avalon Theater stage. It feels really good to be here to kick off this virtual show with you tonight with our friend Ward. And there's a whole team of us. Scott's up in the Stoltz room. Kimberly's at home, Tim's in, and we're all monitoring and trying to make this as easy for you all as possible. As you know, we're not open. We can't have shows here, but we're really blessed to have friends like Ward and musicians that we've worked with over the years who, we send a quick email and we say, will you do a virtual show with us? And they say yes. So Ward, thank you so much for doing this. We're really glad that you're here to host this, do this virtual show with us.
Thank you.
Ward will say it as well. But the theater is closed. We can't have shows. Ward is not touring. He can't go to venues and play. So, if you have it in you and you want to support the arts, there's so much good to support right now. And we all need it, so thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. And without further ado, Ward Hayden, you may know him from the Stoltz Room shows from Girls, Guns, and Glory, or Ward Hayden and the Outliers. It's a honky-tonk, freaking good time when they come. And every show, they sell out, and we have to all squeeze in there so we can just get a little taste of the music. So you're in for a real treat tonight. Enjoy, and we'll see you out there. Ward, have a great night. Thank you.
Thank you. It's off You Can't Judge a Book album. This is one of my favorite songs, written by Adam Schlesinger and Chris Collinswood, and called Hackensack. I used to know you when we were young. All my dreams, we sat together in period 1, Fridays at 8:15. I see your face in the strangest places, movies and magazines. I saw you talking to Christopher Walken on my TV screen. I will wait for you as long as I need to. If you ever get back, Hackensack, I'll be here for you. At the record store, now I work for my dad, scraping the paint off the hardwood floor. The hours are pretty bad. Sometimes I wonder where you are, probably in LA. It's where it seems everybody else sends up these days. I will wait for you back, Hackensack, I'll be here for you. Used to work at the record store, now I work for my dad, scraping the paint off the hardwood floor. The hours are pretty bad. Sometimes I wonder just where you are, probably in LA. That's where it seems everybody else ends up these days. I will wait for you as long as I need to. If you ever get back, Hackensack, I'll be here for you. If you ever get back to Hackensack, I'll be here for you. If you ever get back to Hackensack, I'll be here for you. Thank you. Good old Hackensack there. That song's been a favorite of mine for, I don't know, maybe 15 or 20 years at this point, but we finally got around to recording it a couple years ago. Originally put out by Fountains of Wayne. It was the song that followed Stacy's Mom on their breakout album. Stacy's Mom is cheesy and Hackensack is beautifully tragic. I'll do one of my own here. This is a song, this goes out to Suzy. This song's called Suzy. I know you already got a man. He don't care much for me. I know he saw me giving you the eye. He don't like what he sees. But Suzy, my baby, Suzy, my gal, thoughts won't leave you alone. I know that you're gonna leave with him. I wish I was taking you home. So you together inside of a bar, laughing and holding him tight. I know you already got a man. That don't mean that it's right. My friends are gonna say I'm wrong, think that I'm out of line. But Suzy, my baby, oh Suzy, my gal, it's not for your love they'd pine. If I see you tonight, I'll just pass on by. I won't even turn my head. Our eyes should meet, I won't say a word. Some things are better left unsaid. So you together, inside of a bar, laughing and holding him tight. I know you already got a man. That don't mean that it's right. That don't mean that it's right. I know you already got a man. He don't care much for me. Baby, I know that he saw me giving you the eye. He don't like what he sees. But Suzy, my baby, Suzy, my gal, thoughts won't leave you alone. I know that you're gonna leave with him. I wish I was taking you home. Saw you together inside of a bar, laughing and holding him tight. I know you already got a man. That don't mean that it's right. 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 All right. Man, I was getting worried there when that high note was coming up. There's a lot of pollen in the air, but you just got to fight right through it this time of year when you're singing. So I'm gonna dust off one of my older songs for you. If you've seen Ward Hayden The Outliers before, you've probably heard us do this one. This is the song that has really made it possible for me to ever get on the road and just really got things going for me in the band. The band and I should say. Called Inverted Valentine. That I find myself in bed without a pen. These words don't get written, I know I'll forget. Keep trying to tell myself I can bring you back with words. These words don't get written, these words don't get written. So hard to concentrate, sits in my face, focus my attention all over the place. See, the world is busy, cars go passing by. One but me has something to occupy their mind. Oh my little inverted Valentine. Oh my little Valentine. Oh, this thought's fleeting, disappearing in my brain. Wish they'd come back, I'd put them on page. Hold on to the words like little captive birds. If I could just contain them in a cage of captive words. Like a sleeping giant, American heartache, love affairs and jealousy, American heartbreak. Pull up the covers, turn the radio on, listening to sad songs won't bring my baby home. Oh my little inverted Valentine. Oh my little inverted Valentine. Casual violence, you won't hear me complain. Sit around and wait for my heart to start beating again. a little inverted Valentine. Oh my, a little inverted Valentine. Oh my, a little inverted Valentine. Oh my, a little inverted Valentine. Thank you. Thanks so much. Inverted Valentine. Drinking a little polar seltzer from Worcester, Massachusetts. Coming to you from my hometown, actually, of Scituate, Massachusetts. And again, my name is Ward Hayden. I'd like to say huge thanks to everyone at the Avalon Theater, Suzy, Scott, Tim, Nick, everybody for putting this together. I think this is such a great thing. This is a vital time to be supporting venues, supporting artists. And there is a suggested ticket price. I think it's somewhere, maybe in the header, maybe scrolling through the comments, it's out there. Feel free to contribute. It's greatly appreciated. And I'm going to do a song about a town called Centralia, Pennsylvania. Rivers don't run orange out in nature, don't you know? Rivers are the lifeblood of the land. Oh, and these hills got carved out 1,000,000 years ago, when no one was around to mine their coal. There's a town in Pennsylvania been on fire for 50 years, claimed the lives of the residents who once lived there. An omen that's wide open for all to understand, the gap between hell and the promised land. And in these hills there's a limited supply. We're gonna keep on digging until the well runs dry. There's no money without fuel we cannot afford to take. God bless the human race. Little Todd Dombrowski almost fell to his doom while playing in his backyard on Valentine's afternoon. Instead of chasing young girls' hearts, he clung to his potential tune, clinging to the ground like a flower in bloom. And in these hills, there's a limited supply. We're gonna keep on digging until the well runs dry. There's no money without fuel. We cannot afford to take. God bless the human race. All right. And the state bought out the town. The fire, it still burns, reducing all within its path to ash. The world still turns. There's a town in Pennsylvania that'll burn for 300 years. The government took its zip code and it disappeared. And in these hills, there's a limited supply. And we're gonna keep on digging until the well runs dry. There's no money without fuel. We cannot afford to take. God bless the human race. God bless the human race. God bless the human race. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Always enjoyed playing that song. I'd never heard of Centralia in my life until one night I couldn't sleep when we were staying at a hotel somewhere in central Pennsylvania, and a documentary came on. I wound up getting wrapped up in it and stayed up for another hour or two watching it. And it's just a town that caught fire 50 some odd years ago, and the coal which runs through the town ignited, and they've never been able to put it out. And during everything we've been going through lately, people have actually been congregating in that abandoned town to the point where they ripped up the old highway because there were too many people getting too close to one another out of the stretch of highway. Probably just having fun, but not the right time for it. But Centralia took another hit recently. But if you haven't heard of it, it's worth looking up. And if you have heard of it, then you probably know what I'm talking about. I'm going to do another one of mine. This song is called Mary Ann. I don't know why I called you, baby. I lack the judgment in my brain. If you're the only girl without a heart, who could leave me in such a way? I got lonely when my phone stopped ringing. My words carried away. Oh, my self-respect, oh, honey, it's on a message in refrain. Mary Ann, in this nobody wins. Mary Ann, I ain't going through that again. Mary Ann, come home. Took a long look in the mirror, honey. Changed my hair, put on new clothes. There ain't nothing I can do to change your mind. I can sense it just the way this goes. From the speakers to my ear, honey, a voice 1,000 miles away. Every captured our better times so clear, like I lived out every phrase. Marianne, in this nobody wins. Marianne, I ain't gonna do that again. Marianne, I don't wanna be alone. Marianne, come home. Marianne, on this nobody wins. Marianne, I ain't gonna do that again. Marianne, I don't wanna be alone. Marianne, oh Marianne, Marianne, come home. Thank you so much. Again, it's a real pleasure. It's I'm just so impressed with what venues have been coming up with and doing, and all this live streaming. I'd never done live streaming before, and it's actually it's turned into something that I've really started to enjoy. And it's just been a great way to stay connected and continue to connect and play old songs, new songs, work on new material and try out songs that I never thought I'd play in a million years even. It's been a very cool experience so far. And I really appreciate all the support people have been showing to artists and venues. And, what's so important right now, I think, is that when venues can safely reopen, it's going to be a good thing if a lot of them can still be there. So thank you for supporting stuff like this. I'm going to do another song that I wrote with a good friend of mine named Jimmy Ryan, who's one of the best left-handed bluegrass mandolin players maybe in the world. I'm biased because he's from Boston, and so am I. But he's excellent. And he's a great mandolin player. And this is one that we wrote together a few years back, called "All the Way Up to Heaven." And all the way up to heaven, all the way down the hill, I own every star up in the sky above the place I dwell. All the way up to heaven, all the way down the hill, I own every star up in the sky above the place I dwell. I feel I'm getting closer. I spoke out to the end. The further I'm away from you, the more I think I care. All the way up to heaven, all the way down the hill, I own every star up in the sky above the place I dwell. What keeps the body going was a train to the track. The answers in a love song that'll always bring you back. This here is my lover's prayer. You know I'm sending it out to you. Can the things that I make up for outweigh everything you do? All the way up to heaven, all the way down the hill. I own every star up in the sky above the place I dwell. I had a dream that came bursting at the seams, where I belong to you and you belong to me. Love had won out over misery, and I owned everything from here to ever after. And oh, it's in between, all the way up to heaven, all the way down the hill. I own every star up in the sky above the place I dwell. All the way up to heaven, all the way down the hill. I own every star up in the sky above the place I dwell. I own every star up in the sky. Thank you so much. All the way up to heaven, all the way down to hell. About a song about appreciating the good things. And you know, I think a hard fact of life is that sometimes to appreciate the good, you actually have to really experience the bad, because it brings that appreciation out in a person. You know, if you know what bad feels like, you appreciate the good all the more. So that song comes from experience. Some lessons, unfortunately, they're hard learned. I've got a young niece, and it's been interesting for me just to watch her grow up a little bit. You know, because you want all good things for everybody, and some of the things I've seen her go through haven't been easy for her, but learn and grow a lot. And it's been a real eye opener for me. I wrote that song long before I ever saw her start to grow up, but it's definitely helped me, you know, understand those hard lessons a little bit better. I'm gonna do a song called Rock and Roll. I'm a hunter, a collector of things. I keep holding on to bad memories. Keep me up till I drink myself to sleep. Tell myself it's under control, feeling wild and free, ready to rock and roll. And watch her go, oh, rock and roll. And watch her go. I'm a hunter, a collector of things. I keep holding on to bad memories. Rattle my mind, trying to shake this feeling. Tell myself it's under control, feeling wild and free, ready to rock and roll. And watch her go, oh, rock and roll. And watch her go. A hard goodbye can feel so cold. Maybe I'll regret this when I'm old. Tell myself I'm alright alone. Start it again, my friend. Put your down and pick you up again. Tell myself it's under control. Feeling wild and free, ready to rock and roll. And watch her go. Oh, rock and roll. And watch her go. Oh, rock and roll. And watch her go. Oh, rock and roll. And watch her go. All right, a little rock and roll. I truly am a hunter and collector of things, as you can see here, my Elvis lamp and my my velvet palm trees there, among other tiki attire. They're actually I don't know if you can see, they're sitting atop a Whitco tiki bar. If anybody's ever been to Graceland in Memphis, Tennessee, and seen the Jungle Room, at Graceland, Elvis decked it out in Whitco furniture, actually as a practical joke for his father, but he wound up liking it a whole bunch, so he kept it. And I was married at Graceland, my wife and I love Elvis. And when I ever had the opportunity to get a Whitco tiki bar, I must say, to her credit, she actually went with me to pick it up, and it's been burdening us on every move we've done ever since. But it's remained with us, and it's been a joy to have it. I'm gonna do an Elvis song. I wasn't gonna do an Elvis song, but here I am talking about Elvis, looking at Elvis, and I'm gonna do one of his early ones. This is a Bill Monroe song that Elvis had a heck of a good version with, called Blue Moon of Kentucky. Blue moon, blue moon, blue moon, keep shining bright. Blue moon, keep on shining bright. Take me back to my baby tonight. Blue moon, keep shining bright. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone, left me blue. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone, left me blue. It's on a moonlight night, the stars shining bright. Whisper on high and love, say goodbye. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone, left me blue. Take me back to my baby tonight. Blue moon, keep shining bright. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone, left me blue. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone, left me blue. It's on a moonlight night, stars shining bright. Whisper on high and love, say goodbye. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone, leave me blue. Shine on the one that's gone, leave me blue. Shine on the one that's gone, leave me blue. Blue Moon of Kentucky. I tell you, it doesn't get much better than early Elvis. I heard, or I shouldn't say heard, I read Neil Young once, waxing poetic on young Elvis. And when you listen to those early Sun recordings, and that was the start of his career. I mean, I don't know if it gets much better than that. He really, Neil Young got into it of about, he just started, if the end goal was 100, he might've started going at 98. But that's why he's the king. He might even share that title with some people, in all honesty. But Elvis was a king in his own right. He was a gifted performer, and just had incredible spirit and charisma and a great voice. I've long been an appreciator, and it's always nice for me whenever I see younger folks start to get into Elvis, because Elvis, I think some people think of him as a joke, but he was actually pretty cool. I mean, look at the outfit there in this the bust here. I mean, he's got the Captain Marvel suit. I mean, he's dressed like $1 million bucks, and he helped design that suit. I mean, he was innovative. I'm gonna do an old Hank Williams song for you, called "I'm So Lonesome I Could Cry." Oh, here the lonesome whippoorwill sounds too blue to fly. The moon is gone behind a cloud to hide his face and cry. You will see a robin weep as leaves begin to die. It means it lost the will to live. I'm so lonesome I silence of pearls shooting Suzy. That's a purple sky. And as I wonder where you are, I'm so lonesome I could cry. The silence of the shooting star lights up an orange sky, and as I wonder where you are, I'm so lonesome I could cry. 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 Some good old Hank Williams, a song incredibly that he's so well known for now, and that was never famous in Hank's lifetime. It took years, actually. It was almost 15 years after Hank Williams' passing that song became famous. It became well known in the 60s because MGM Records kept putting out compilations, and they were adding string arrangements to Hank Williams songs, and they just kept finding ways to put out Hank Williams music and repackaging it. And that song was a B-side, and they wound up packaging it on like a greatest hits kind of thing, and people really latched onto it, which is super cool because in Hank's lifetime, it was Hank Williams' favorite song of his own. It just took a long time for it to catch on, which I think is kind of interesting, and I'm glad that it has found some ears that really have latched onto it, because it's a beautifully descriptive song. Not bad for a guy who had like a 6th grade education. The Hillbilly Shakespeare. This one's called 667. This is one of mine. You don't need to go to prison. You're right inside this world. Don't need no one's opinion. I know you're a pretty girl. Go get my pistol. Don't try and shoot them all. With a couple songs on heartache and one called Soft Blue. I forgot to say I loved you. I forgot to call. Forgot to say when I got back home. When I went out, I had a ball. I forgot that I was sorry for all the things I've done. Forgot not to do them again. I got to have my fun. You don't need to tell me what I'm doing's wrong. Be careful what you say to me. I'll put it in a song. Don't go telling stories to all your little friends. I'll bait that hook, you little fish. I know you'll bite again. Hellhounds and worry are catching up to you fast. Hell hath no fury like a woman whose love you can't give back. I'm at 667, round through the hills a long way from heaven. Hold close, kiss me hard, new wrapped in. It's a devil, my God, oh baby. Nothing but love for you. Hellhounds and worry are catching up to you fast. Hell hath no fury like a woman whose love you can't give back. Then you don't need to go to prison to right inside this world. Don't need no one's opinion. I know you're a pretty girl. Go get my pistol. Don't try and shoot them all. With a couple songs on heartache and one called Soft Blue. I forgot to say I loved you. I forgot to call. Forgot to say when I got back home. When I went out, I had a ball. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. 667. So again, my name is Ward Hayden. I play with Ward Hayden and the Outliers. We certainly hope to be finding our way back to Easton, Maryland, to Stoltz Listening Room of the Avalon Theater. Sometime in the near future. We're hoping for the best. And I'd just like to mention again, they do have a link up that I believe is a suggested ticket price. It's going to help the artist, which is me, and the fellas, and it's going to help the venue. And something that's just been on my mind a lot is the importance of making sure venues are going to be there when things reopen. We want these places around. They enrich the community with culture and arts, and they benefited my life so much. I'm super indebted to these places. They gave me a whole different set of purpose in my life than I ever imagined. I'm just so thankful for the patrons of the arts and for the venues that provide a stage, so that people like me can, who have some thoughts and emotions, put them in a song and have a place to perform those songs. It's really meant the world. I'm gonna do a song. This is one I don't often do. There's a song kind of about not kind of. It's about the loss of innocence, and a guy I grew up with, Sergeant Michael Kelly, and I remember hanging out with him right before he went over to Afghanistan, and him talking about going, and unfortunately, for Mike, he didn't make it back here to Scituate. But he was a great guy, and sometimes when you grow up, it's the hard things that they kind of force you to grow up, and this was one of them. Called "Man Wasn't Made." Man wasn't made to just lay down and die. Taught to honor the flag that flies. Taught what it means as a little child when you fight. Yeah, you fight with U.S. pride. It doesn't seem so real when you're buried in your home. Bloodless list of statistics when you're safe within your home. Little Jackie Paper came back as a bag of bones with a best friend in a coffin chasing dragons. Still getting stoned. It's kind of hard to see that life goes on. Mr. Jones is still out mowing his front lawn. And you're inside with a Bible in your hands, searching for answers. It's hard to understand how people's sons and daughters could fight and lose their lives for nothing more worth fighting for than a politician's lies. They never lost everything, their hopes, their joys, their dreams, for nothing more than a rich man's war and a global Ponzi scheme. It doesn't seem so real when you're buried in your phone. Love this list of statistics when you're safe within your home. Little Jackie Paper came back as a bag of bones with a best friend in a coffin chasing dragons. Still getting stoned. Woo! Thank you. Man Wasn't Made for Michael Kelly. So I do truly want to say another huge thank you to Suzy and Scott and Tim and Nick and for everybody for tuning in. It does mean a lot. I mean, doing these live streams has been a great way to connect and stay connected and get to have something fun to look forward to. I've been looking forward to things like this all week. So it's really great to be here, and I've always loved the venue in Easton. We certainly hope to be back there once we can. And we've got a website, we've got Facebook, all that. If you're not familiar with Ward Hayden and the Outliers, we'd love to make you familiar. And if you're already familiar, you know, then you've probably been tuning in on Fridays. We've been doing Outlier Fridays on our own page, 5 p.m. every week. And I got one more song here for you guys, and I'm going to do a brand, not brand new, but a fairly new one called I Can Write a Song About It. Everyone's angry, everyone's mad, and everyone's yearning for the things they had. It's hard getting old, hard to be young. Grass is greener no matter where you're from. Difference is I can write a song about it. 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 I never studied, I never learned how to play. I just observed from a distance and woke up one day. Now I woke up with a vision, an idea in my head. I wrote down a plan, then went back to bed. The difference is I can write a song about it. 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 People will ask me, son, where do your ideas come from? Shoot 'em straight, I'll tell 'em the truth. Take what I can, sing it to you. In the ether, in a simple truth, corrupted by fiction instead of living proof. The difference is I can write a song about it. 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 The difference is I can write a song about it. I can write a song about it. I can write a song about it. I can write a song about it.
Oh man, that was awesome.
Oh, Scott, thank you. Well, it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks so much for joining us tonight, Ward. I'm live from the Stoltz Listening Room. We've certainly seen you up on the stage several times. Love to have you back soon as we're able. It'll be great to do. Thanks again, everyone, for tuning in. We'd like to let everybody know that we'll be having on this stage Saturday evening, Seamus Kennedy. So tune in at 7 p.m. And Ward, again, thanks so much for joining us. Is there any last words you'd like to say?
I mean, truly, just want to again thank you guys so much, and appreciate everyone who's contributed and bought a virtual ticket here, and people who just keep continuing to support music and the arts. It just means so much. So thank you guys, and thank you to everyone who was a part of this.